look at our ACPA convention as a place like a family reunion or a friend reunion, right? Like whatever you wanted to call it, but that's a place where you can come and like feel rejuvenated. So then you can go back to your institution and feels like, hey, okay, I get all this energy, I can do another year, right? Like, and let's come back again next year and like regroup.
I think for me, what ACPA means to me really is, again, that sense of home, that sense of family, right? And I know that may sound kind of cliche, but it's true.
So graduate school, I was a master's student, had a professor, Dr. Patrick Love, and he said, get involved in an association, and I listened. And so he actually brought us to, at the time, a state chapter that was in New York. And so that actually was my first mini ACPA, was to go there. And then I went to the first, my annual convention in 2004 in Philadelphia, and fell in love with all the people, all the energy, being able to connect with people that had my identities, and the work that I did was amazing. I just never left.
I was mentored to ACPA by our current president, Dr. Andrea Domain. She and I worked together. I was the GA in NYU's Office of LGBT Student Services an unnamed number of decades ago, and she was one of my co-supervisors. A bunch of folks at NYU were involved with ACPA, and they were some of the first leaders of the Commission for Social Justice Educators, which was near and dear to my heart. And so I very much found a professional home through that group.
I want to make ACPA like one of my forever professional homes, is to just keep coming back to the space, hopefully being someone that's being menteed, and then hopefully in the future mentor someone.
ACPA is full of volunteers. This entire organization is a volunteer organization. We all do it because we're so committed to ACPA, to the field, to people, to students, and making sure that we are on the cutting edge of policy programs and making a difference. So I think to me, it is exciting that this group really does care and puts in this time and energy. Without it, I don't know how successful we are.
We have those commissions, those entity groups that allows those different functional areas to collaborate and have those voices being heard. I think that is something that I hope ACPA will continue doing.
I looked up the ACPA online. I saw they were actually looking for graduate interns for their annual conference. So I was like, say less, why not? I was like, this is just an opportunity to grow as a professional and surround myself with people that share the same values as I do and do the work that I want to do in the future.
For me, I was at a campus where a lot of people were calling themselves social justice educators, and they weren't troubling the words or stepping back to think about the access of the knowledge that they had been imparted with through their graduate programs and trainings, and that was really creating exclusion around the people that need that support and those resources for conversations about what social justice is. So raised my hand to be a part of an entity group around social justice because I wanted those tools, and I also wanted to challenge those privileged constructs that come to bear when you're at an organization or at an experience like ACPA's convention, where you find your people, and it's like the one time of year that you think you actually are understood and convinced.
ACPA means innovation. It means embracing the wholeness of students and thinking about how we really enrich students' experience and lives.
We've always been very good at thinking differently, being critical of our practice, and actually doing the work to figure out what works in higher education. I think over the next 100 years, that's going to continue to be really important for us.
There's a group of people out there that we are working on the same thing together, and I think together that we are changing the higher education field.